And welcome back, guys. We're ready to talk about races number 11 and 12 for high limit racing here in 2024 that will be taking place at Lakeside Speedway on May 3rd and 4th, Friday night. Today is Wednesday, so 2 days from now, we'll kick things off with a prelim night. And then on the 4th, it's going to be on Saturday night, $50,000 to win. The first $50,000 to win race of the season for high limit racing. The races will take place in Kansas City, Kansas, and the track is a 4/10 mile oval. So getting really excited. We're going to have a decent field of cars on hand. Just hoping that the weather will cooperate with us over the next 2 nights of racing action. Unfortunately, lost the race that was supposed to be held today at 81 Speedway here in Park City, Kansas. There was a lot of rain and hail and stuff from overnight, and so unfortunately not able to get that race in for the midweek money series. They are working on a different date potentially for later on this season, but for now, we don't know when that will be. So the weather for the next 2 races. So the first set is for Friday night. It's going to be a high of 75 degrees, a low of 60 degrees. And right now it's showing precipitation at about 50% chance of rain for Friday night. It's going to be mostly clear skies throughout the day, and those skies will get clouded up a little bit towards the nighttime portion, and just a 5 to 10 mile per hour wind. Now, when it comes to Saturday, 68 degrees will be the high, a low of 54 degrees. 30% chance of rain, so much better looking as far as the rain goes for Saturday night, and partly cloudy skies with 5 to 15 mile per hour winds scheduled for Saturday night. The first night, going to be one of our prelims, so a $10,000 to win main event, $1,000 to start, and then the big $50,000 to win on Saturday with $2,000 to start that feature event on the 4th. Now, the track record heading in was set by David Gravel on October 22nd of 2021. At 13.169 seconds was the time for Gravel. So we'll see if we can get anywhere near that time. If it is going to be partly cloudy skies or mostly cloudy skies and things like that, maybe that track will kind of stick around a little bit longer and maybe be seeing some fast times there, and maybe we can challenge for that track record. Most recent 410 winners, obviously Lakeside has hosted a lot of 410 races throughout its long history. The most recent winner was Donnie Schatz with the World of Outlaws in October of 2023. And then in 2023 as well, the big race with high limit racing last year was won by Gio Scelzi. And remember, he started pretty far back in the field. I want to say around 8th to 10th or something, maybe 12th position. He was able to grab the win with high limit racing in 2023. And then James McFadden, one of our very own high rollers, he got a win with the Outlaws in 2022. And then once again in 2021, it was Gio Scelzi getting the win with the Outlaws. Now heading in, let's take a look at the high limit racing point standings for the full, 59 race schedule. Tyler Courtney comes in on the strength of 2 victories. He's got a 17-point lead over Brad Sweet, who also has 2 wins. Third place right now in points, and arguably the hottest driver in sprint car racing right now. Corey Day on the strength of 3 wins is 44 points behind. Brent Marks in 4th, 50 behind. And then pretty far back in the 5th position is Spencer Baston, minus 124. But remember, the top 5 at the end of the season will guarantee themselves a charter for 2026. So Baston right now is in one of those charter spots. Let's look at 4/10 mile podiums so far this year. We have had 3 races on 4/10 mile ovals so far this year. 2 of those at Golden Mile Speedway, the other one being at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track. Tyler Courtney has 3 podiums so far this year, one of those being a victory at Golden Miles. Brent Marks for the podium along with Jacob Allen. Justin Peck, that was a win for Allen at Golden Miles. Justin Peck, 2 podiums as well on 4/10 miles, both of those coming at Golden Miles. Brad Sweet, he has a podium as well. And then Anthony Macri got the win at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track. So a lot of drivers coming into this race have had good success so far on 4/10 miles. And so could expect to maybe see one of those guys visiting Victory Lane on either Friday or Saturday night. Now, the estimated car count heading in is looking like 30 plus. Like I mentioned earlier, it's Wednesday when I'm recording this. A lot of drivers haven't really decided what they're going to be doing this weekend. The Outlaws are running at Eldora. There's some race with the IRA as well and Power Eye and things like that. So people are trying to figure out their schedules and obviously looking at the weather forecast. And so right now we're looking at about 30 plus for Friday and Saturday. Now let's talk about some of the drivers that are expected to be in the field that we got that have told us they're coming, whether on social media or via text message or whatever, where their schedule says they're going to be there. Jace Park is supposed to be there in the Johnny Herrera 45X. Brian Brown, who's had a lot of success at Lakeside Speedway, he's going to be there as well in car number 21. Sam Haferteep Jr., in car number 15H. Blake Hahn in the 52 is supposed to be there as well. Kyle Larson will be doing double duty, so to say, between the NASCAR stuff and Lakeside. Obviously, Lakeside not very far away from Kansas Speedway, and so Kyle's going to be going from Lakeside back to Kansas and so on and so forth. Ayrton Jennington will be making his season debut with High Limit Racing at Lakeside, along with Caleb Johnson in the same boat there, making his debut with the series so far in 2024. Paul Nienheiser, interesting story there. He is now going to be driving the Beaver Motorsports or Beaver Racing 12X car. He will run on Friday night only, and then he's supposed to go to Knoxville Raceway on Saturday night. Scotty Milan and Joe B. Miller, the teammates there, are going to be showing up to to Lakeside Speedway as well. That was, I think, announced earlier today. And then I had to erase this because we had some late guys saying that they were supposed to be coming, including Ryan Timms. And then Carter Sarf, fresh off a win just a few nights ago at the Red Hill Raceway, driving that Chase Briscoe Racing sprint car. I want to say that was his first night in the car and was able to get the win. So keep an eye on Carter Sarf. He should be fun to watch in that number 5 car for Chase Briscoe Racing. I'm sure there's more coming, but like I mentioned a moment ago, these are the guys that have, we've seen on social media. They've told us they're coming, or they have it on their schedule on their Facebook page or Twitter or whatever it is. Making their debut from the full-time list of drivers with High Limit Racing, just 2 of them, Corey Day and Tanner Thorson. Those will be the only 2 drivers that have never been to Lakeside Speedway as far as our full-time drivers go. Obviously, we have 16 of them, so 14 of them have had some kind of, run-in with Lakeside, whether that's with the wings on top, and there's a couple of guys that have ran there without the wings as well. So Corey Day, Tanner Thorson will be having their first ever time being on the racetrack on Friday afternoon when we get ready with hot laps. So also wanted to mention before I close this out that Rico Ebru, it'll be his high roller playlist for the 2 nights at Lakeside Speedway. So keep an eye on that playlist. He's got some good songs on it. And I'm sure that High Limit Racing will be putting out that playlist on their social media pages here very soon. Also, want to make note of this. This will be the first time in a while that we have the format change a little bit here. So if we have 32 cars racing with us on Friday, the top 4 finishers from Friday's feature will not have to qualify for Saturday's program, and they will start automatically in the 4th positions in the 4 heat races. So if we get to 32 cars, that is the case. If we don't get to 32 cars, it'll be the top 3 finishers from Friday's program that will start automatically in the 4th positions on Saturday night. So keep an eye on that. And with that, I think that's all we have here for this race preview for Lakeside Speedway. A new location unlocked here with the Holiday Inn Express in Park City, Kansas. And we got a little bit of a different setup here. The room did not allow for me to put the whiteboard on top of the suitcase, so we got it here on the desk, and you can't see it on camera. We got a lot of different lighting going on here just trying to make this happen. So thank you guys so much for watching, whether you're watching on Flow Racing. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit subscribe, hit the like button, comment down below. Are you going to be at Lakeside Speedway? We want to know about it. Who do you think is going to win? Also want to hear about that as well. So thank you guys so much for the support, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.